Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the Minecraft mob vote because that is due in like 4 days and I wasn't paying attention to the fact anything had been released about it. But I've done a quick look over. I haven't seen anyone else's views on it yet, but I have my own, so I'm going to go over them. I'm not going to watch the videos, as I say, they've been out for the best part of a week now, everyone's seen the videos, so I'm just going to go over the actual information. So we have three options. Crab, the armadillo, the penguin. They're three very different animals, very different biomes. And the first one I'm going to discuss is the penguin, mainly because I believe it is going to be the least popular option, as it doesn't really add anything new to the game. There's no new mechanic it's bringing in, it's just expanding on the dolphin's grace mechanic a bit more. So I really can't see the penguin being at all that interesting, mainly because, let's face it, most people end up with Elytra pretty quickly nowadays, as there are more easier ways to get to that point in the game. Very few of us are still using boats very long, so penguin, I like the idea of having penguins. The mechanic is not useful, so penguin isn't really my choice. Next we're going to discuss is the crab. So you can probably guess which one I'm kind of going for, but the crab could be useful. Like, I'm a big builder, but we have things like scaffolding, which used properly helps increase your range a lot more. At the moment it doesn't say how much further they're going to allow us to place a block. Now if they hinted a bit more like a range, whether it was 2 additional blocks, 3 blocks, or whatever, it could be useful. Now I'm sure once the mechanics added, people could mod in a expansion to it, but for that alone I'm not really interested in the idea of being able to build 1 block further or 2 blocks further. I can't imagine the range will be much more than that, and at the end of the day you just place a block underneath your feet to do that. The other bit is, I don't know how they're planning to, or I can't imagine how they're going to allow a player to use it, whether the claw is going to be another tool based thing or if it's something you can equip. Where if it becomes something you can equip, the idea of having accessories to increase boons could be an interesting mechanic that they now add in. That's the thing. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, it's a good idea, but whether or not it's going to be any actual use, much the same as a lot of the mobs we've voted in at this point, I don't know. Finally, we have the armadillo. Now the armadillo is kind of the one I want. As wolf armor is something I've wanted for a while. Like, I have wolves a lot, I love the idea of being able to protect them. So, especially with the new like armor trims they've introduced in the last update, it'd be really cool if you could trim the wolf armor and make your loyal companions unique. So we'll have to see. So my vote is on the armadillo. But though, to be fair, I'd be happy if armadillo or crab. Penguin is the usual option that Minecraft Live seems to choose, where there's always that one option that no one can particularly agree on. Like, it's usually no one's actually going to vote for this. They do have some that are close, but penguin's definitely I don't understand the people who vote for penguin. So that's where I'm at. What I'd really love, I know there's a lot of people out there that is going, let's stop doing the mob vote, just add all the mobs in, as we always have a year where you have 2, like last year. I believe last year we had the Copper Golem and the Allay, and obviously Allay came in, which I'm happy about. Allay's who I was voting for, but a Copper Golem were doing really useful for a lot of other people, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people who are playing it, and each mob is useful usually for one of those types of people, and it's always not great for those who would have had great ideas for it, but now they can't use it. But to be fair, instead of joining on the bandwagon of just bring them all in, I'm actually on the side of, can we just look at, instead of adding new mobs to the game, can we have a look at the back catalogue of what we have already and actually improve them? Because at the moment we have a lot of mobs that have been added and they don't really have a use minus to fill the world. Like polar bears, for example. I cannot think of a single use they have. I don't know, I don't think they have any purpose minus to be there. And they're not actually that highly aggressive to you. They don't do much. Same as like the panda bears. I don't think they do anything but look adorable. So fox is the same, they're just there. There's no purpose in killing them, which is, to be fair, great, because having animals that have a purpose minus killing them, we get. And I know some of those aren't intrinsically important or intrinsically have a purpose in the real world to translate over to Minecraft. But they just seem to have been placed in as, say, filler to make the world feel a bit less empty, but have no seeming use. Like, I know bees have a use in reality, but they're an example of a mob in the game that we don't have to kill to utilize. Same as turtles, you breed the turtles and then they grow the scoop, drop the scoop. Same as I imagine armadillos are going to be. So yeah, the thing is, I love them to go back, look at what we already have, and improve on it. Like they do with the actual biome updates and all that. They're looking back and then going, we need this. I love more to do with horses. I would love a, like, industrialization overhaul added into this game. Adding stuff like carts. Not mine carts, actual carts that you could, like, attach to a horse to carry, like, chests. Doesn't have to be game-breaking amount of stuff to carry around, but after all, we still have shulkers, so it wouldn't be too much. But I just love a bit more of an industrialization update, if that makes sense. Anyway, I think that's about it for my view of the mob vote. I don't actually even know what the next update is if they've announced it. And that will be all. Bye!